Okay, solving quadratic equations. So the first thing we want to do is to multiply out the brackets. So that gets us x squared plus 6x is equal to 7. Now we want to set the whole equation equal to 0, which means I need to take that 7 to the other side and then factorise. So we're looking for factors of 7 that when put together make 6. Now we've got a negative in front of the 7, which means what's inside the brackets we're going to have different signs. And the plus in front of the 6 tells us that the largest factor of 7 is going to be the plus. So our factors of 7 are 1 and 7. Now as I've said, the largest factor, which is 7, that's going to be our positive, and 1 is going to be the negative. So we end up with x plus 7 and x minus 1 inside the brackets. So now, in order for this equation to actually be equal to 0, something that is what's inside one of these brackets must be equal to 0, because 0 times something is always 0. So if we look at the first bracket, if we think what the value of x must be, so that when we add on 7 it's equal to 0, so x must be equal to negative 7 inside that bracket. Now if we look at our other bracket, if we want what's inside there to be equal to 0, x would have to be equal to 1. 1 take away 1 equal to 0. So our two possible values of x that would make that statement true are when x is equal to negative 7 and x is equal to 1. If we want to draw a graph of y equals x squared plus 6x minus 7, what we would end up with is a graph like this. And notice that the lines, the curve itself, cuts the x-axis at x equal to negative 7 and x equal to 1.